Hey guys, in my last couple of videos I've been teaching you about this unique method that I've created over the last 7 years of creating electronic dance music that I like to call beat hacking. Beat hacking is essentially a way for you to listen to your favorite music, work out exactly what it is about that music that makes it a hit, what exactly is going on in that song that makes it so addictively catchy that you want to listen to it time and time again. Once you've worked out what these elements are, you can take them and begin to apply them to all the tracks you are making, essentially fast tracking you from where you are now to being able to make incredible hits that people want to listen to time and time again, to a point where you can begin to grow your own fan base off the music you are making. So this is ridiculously exciting stuff. Now, in this video, I want to tell you about how I apply beat hacking to enter an Alan Walker remix competition. For any of you guys who don't know, Alan Walker is a huge international DJ with millions of followers, and he released the remix, and I thought this is the perfect time for me to apply beat hacking to enter this competition. So I did it, and the track, even though it didn't win the competition, got loads of exposure. Two of the producers who created this track with Alan Walker both commented on the track that I released, and Alan Walker himself actually reposted my track on his YouTube channel out to an audience of over 35 million people. So it got huge exposure, it was really exciting, and in this video I actually just want to jump onto my YouTube stats and show you exactly what happens when a huge international DJ actually reposts your music. Now guys, just before I jump into these YouTube stats, I did want to tell you that in this little mini series I've created so far, there are 4 other videos where so far I've explained exactly what beat hacking is. I've explained why the traditional ways of learning how to create electronic dance music are dead, and why beat hacking is now the answer to being able to create amazing tracks time and time again. You see, all these other online schools and online gurus are teaching you how to turn your loops into full tracks and how you can make your music louder and punchier, but they're not actually teaching you the thing you want to be able to do, which is how to create hits time and time again like your favorite producers. Have you guys ever listened to one of your favorite producers' tracks and thought, how is it that this guy can just make hits every single time? All of the tracks he makes I absolutely love. That's what makes you a super fan of these artists. And not only that, but the tracks they're making are unique to them. Like, you will always be able to tell a Don Diablo song or a Marshmello song from a Martin Garrix song because they're unique to them, but they're still really catchy. It's because these artists are not just making random music, they are following a blueprint that people cannot help to absolutely love the music they are making. And the thing you want to learn is how to beat hack this blueprint and create your own blueprint. So in this little mini series, not only have I explained beat hacking, I've shown you the first few steps you can take. I've actually given you an in-depth tutorial on exactly how you can begin applying it to your own music. And I've also given you a complete overview of everything you need to do to go from a complete beginner to being able to make incredible music every single time. So if you haven't already, make sure you go and check out those videos. However, without further ado, let's jump on and check out these YouTube stats. Okay guys, so we're now on the analytics part of YouTube and we're looking at my Alan Walker remix statistics. So, first things first, you can see up here, the track has had 271,000 views. Now I'm aware that this isn't millions and millions of views, but actually when you start digging into the numbers, you see something far more interesting. So, when you first release most YouTube videos, there's usually a big spike and then the traffic kind of dies down and dies off completely. The difference with music is as soon as you release it, it consistently just grows and grows over time. That's the difference with music. People want to go back and listen to it time and time again, share it with their friends. It's constantly getting more views. There's other videos I've released that have got huge spikes at the beginning and now nobody watches them. Whereas if we come down here, we can see an actual real-time stat. And as you can see, in the last 48 hours, 725 people have listened to this track. Now bear in mind, I released this remix in September of last year, and now it's already got, and to this day, it's getting 726 people. This thing here is actually a breakdown of hour by hour. So you can see between 9 and 10 a.m. this morning, it got 19 people to view it, 17 people between 8 and 9, and it goes on and on. All these people, it's consistently every hour of the day getting people listening to this song, a track that I released last year. So this is really, really significant. Now, the next thing I'm sure a lot of you have probably already seen is this up here, $52. And there's probably a lot of you thinking, well, that's really not very impressive at all. But actually, I want to explain this. At the beginning of this remix competition, Alan Walker said that you could monetize this track if you wanted to. So that money was actually made in the first 2.5 weeks of releasing the track. But all of a sudden, he just changed his mind and suddenly the track thing was demonetized. So I haven't been able to make any money off it since. So bearing in mind, that is literally just the first 2.5 weeks of releasing this track. And I don't really mind that I don't get the money off it, because really the whole thing you have to be remembering when you're first making music and you want to get exposure is it's more about exposure than the money you're actually making. So I don't really care too much. So while we're talking about exposure, I wanted to draw your attention to the fact that this one video has got me 1.3 thousand subscribers. Now again, this isn't the most impressive stat in the world. It's not like I'm saying it's got me 1 million subscribers, but this is a really relevant number. I can tell you guys from being a YouTuber myself, it's the hardest point to get to. The first 1,000 subscribers is the hardest. It took me months to get to that point originally. And now here we are with one track that's got me 1.3. Again, it shows you the power of music. And also to think that from 271,000 views, I've got 1.3 thousand subscribers. There is something about music that when people hear a track they like, they just want to hear more of it. So this is really, really exciting stuff. Now finally, I did want to say to you guys that I'm sure a lot of you are watching this saying, well, yeah, but what if we don't get our tracks reposted by Alan Walker? Well, actually, the main thing which I wanted to tell you about in this video is most of this traffic hasn't come from Alan Walker reposting it. If you look, the traffic is consistently growing time after time, and it's not because people are going onto Alan Walker's channel and scrolling through all of his videos to find mine. People are actually finding this. If I go to reach here, let's just show you what people are typing in to find this video. So if you come down here, you've got all the different terms that people are typing in order to discover my video. And the mad thing is, they're just typing in things like Alan Walker remix, Alan Walker play remix, play for me remix. They're just searching for the song, which is another thing which I want to teach you guys, which almost comes under the umbrella of beat hacking, is that I'm getting all this exposure on a daily basis from just standing on the shoulders of other DJs. He's created a track, I've gone in and just done a remix of it, and to this day, if somebody goes and search for his track, they'll also see my track. How awesome is that? That's essentially the essence of beat hacking right there. You're basically getting exposure off remixing other people's tracks. So there you go guys, hopefully you can see that even though I'm not showing you a video that's had millions and millions of subscribers and views and money and all that stuff, these are really, really interesting stats for somebody who's trying to get a bit of exposure creating their first couple of tracks. Now guys, since the beginning of this year, I've been teaching these beat hacking techniques to a small number of producers out there, and they've begun to get some really awesome results. So I actually wanted to share with you some testimonials I've had through in the last couple of weeks. So James here has said, this course is the best decision I've ever made. He says, it's all thanks to Phil. Understanding Ableton has become like breathing and blinking. Super instinctive. I highly recommend getting it. Ryan here has said that since started making music last year, I've never been able to finish a song all the way through, nor did I think anything was good enough to finish, but this course taught me a lot, and today I can proudly say I've finished my first track in its entirety, which is awesome. Ashton said I went from essentially zero music production experience to learning and understanding all the functions of Ableton, as well as making my own tracks, mixing and mastering them, and submitting many of them to remix competitions. Hinky says this course has literally changed my life. I now have a steady growing number of fans on SoundCloud. My music is louder, punchier, and more unique. Not only am I making music quickly and easily, but I can't believe how much fun I'm having when I do it. I'm finishing amazing songs and I'm not even sick of hearing them. Matt says my music is so impressive now and I hardly knew anything before I started. I don't doubt for a second this would have taken me years to learn by myself. It was all taught in an easy to follow, step-by-step way that was so fun to follow along with. Literally within a few weeks I was making music that was blowing my mind. And finally, Shrini says the thing that separates you from so many other instructors is how you can take a really complicated concept and break it down so it's so simple and easy for people to understand. This is perfect for someone like me who doesn't have any music experience. You have done a really amazing job, and your weekly coaching calls are an incredible time to get feedback on my tracks and collaborate with other artists from all over the world. I can't thank you enough. So guys, hopefully you're beginning to see how ridiculously powerful these techniques can be and the kind of results people are seeing off the back of learning how to beat hack. Now, if you're watching this and thinking, I would absolutely love to be able to learn how to do this, I'm excited to announce that I'm going to be launching my EDM Coaching 2.0 program on the 3rd of August. This program is going to be awesome for anybody, or even if you've never produced before, even if you don't play an instrument. If you are interested in learning how to create incredible hits and learning how to hack your favorite songs in order to write catchy, addictive music that people want to listen to time and time again, EDM Coaching 2.0 is a chance for you to look over my shoulder and watch me teach you every single thing you need to know, from learning how to use the music production program, to learning how to write music, to learning how to beat hack, to learning how to mix and master, every single step you would need to take to make hits time and time again. Now, I do also have to tell you that there's going to be a limited number of seats on this course, because I find that my students work so much better in smaller communities. People thrive more when I've got time to actually help people on a more one-to-one basis and really work closely with people. So there is going to be a limited number of seats. So on the 3rd of August, the doors are going to open until those seats are filled, and then the doors are going to shut again. And this is a rare opportunity because I don't know when I'm going to be opening up the doors again, because I want to make sure that every single person I'm working with is making hits and getting something out of this course. However, if you are really excited about this and you'd love to guarantee yourself a space, I've got this thing called an early bird waiting list. Underneath this video, there's going to be a link that you can go and click on, and you can sign up to this early bird waiting list. And the best thing is, you will get access to this course before anyone else on the 3rd of August. I'm going to be releasing it a day earlier for all the people on this early bird waiting list. So if this kind of stuff really pumps you up and you'd love to learn how to make your own incredible dance music, then make sure you click that link underneath this video now and go and sign up to that early bird waiting list. Finally guys, I just want to say I'm going to be releasing my final video in this series tomorrow, so if you're interested in seeing that, make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit that bell notification so you get told about future videos, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Ciao!